Hi YouTube, it's Danny, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny and I make vlogs about travel, aviation, spirituality and feminine energy, basically all things that I am passionate about. Today I am on a layover, so I'm currently working for Qantas as a flight attendant, and I'm currently on a layover in Canberra, which is the Australian Capital Territory, ACT. So a lot of people don't know that Canberra is actually the capital of Australia. A lot of people think it's Sydney or it's Melbourne, but it's actually the Australian Capital Territory, which is Canberra. And I am here. I have a morning, afternoon here. My flight doesn't depart until 5 p.m. and it's about 10 a.m. now, so I am going to go out and make the most of my morning here. So what I plan to do is I want to go for a hike, and I've asked people what's the best hike in Canberra, in the city, and a lot of people have recommended Mount Ainslie. So that's where I'm gonna go this morning, and then after that I think I'll go for lunch or a late breakfast at a cafe, because I think there's a lot of amazing brunch places in Canberra and I've never actually been here in the morning. Usually when I've arrived in the past, it's been late in the afternoon, in the evening, so all the cafes close. So I'm so excited to go out and have a proper Canberra brunch, because brunch is probably my favorite meal to go out and eat in Australia. I think in Australia we have the best brunches, and if you've been to Australia or you live in Australia, you know that. And when I lived overseas in Dubai and Qatar, I really missed brunch, because the brunch over in the Middle East is so much different to an Australian brunch. In Dubai and in Qatar, brunch is like a big party. It's alcohol, it's kind of like an unlimited buffet of food, which is great. But in Australia, our brunches are much more wholesome. They don't normally involve alcohol. We just will have a beautiful coffee and maybe a poached egg with avocado toast, or you can even have like pancakes, but anyway, the point is that the food is really delicious. So if you're ever in Australia, make sure you go out for brunch, because that is what us Australians love to do. We love brunch, and it's such a culture now in Australia. It doesn't matter which city you go to. Probably Melbourne is the best for food, but it doesn't really matter which city you're in, because there are so many great brunch places. So anyway, enough about brunch. Let's go for a hike, and I'm excited to just be out in nature. You know, if you've been following my channel for a long time, you'll know that I love nature. I love trees, I love the ocean, I love being just in nature, in wildlife. I love animals, so I'm so excited to just go outside. And I don't know if it's going to be how the weather's going to be. It looks sunny, but Canberra can be very cold, so hopefully it's not too cold today. It is in the middle of summer, but yeah, Canberra is much like Melbourne, where the weather is very unpredictable. Anyway, I've just had a bath. I'll show you a tour of my room. I took it last night when I arrived, because yeah, it was much more beautiful then than it looks now, because I've just basically destroyed the bathroom. I had a shower and a bath and I messed up the bed. So I'll give you a tour of the room from last night before I used all the facilities. And now I'm ready. I feel fresh and I'm ready for a hike and to go and see some beautiful wildlife. So come with me and let's go and explore Canberra. So I've just arrived at Mount Ainslie. I got dropped off at the car park and I'm not too sure the way that I meant to get up the mountain. There's no one here, and I'm just kind of following a path. So I hope it takes me the right way, but oh my god, already there are so many butterflies, and butterflies are so important to me. They're basically my spirit animal, and I just love butterflies. Everything they represent, transformation, you know, personal growth, that energy of transformation and alchemy. Like, I love that. That's why I resonate so much with butterflies. There's so many butterflies here, so I'm so excited. I'll try and find one to film for you guys. Wow, look at this tree. That's a beautiful tree. The best thing about nature is that nature has such a high frequency, and when you submerge yourself in it, when you connect yourself to the trees and just like put your feet on the earth and just like take in some of that energy, you always will match the frequency of nature. Nature is so much more powerful than us, and our energy will never alter nature's energy. So no matter how bad you feel, you will always raise your frequency, your vibration, if you spend time outdoors and submerged in nature. And that's such a gift, and we're so lucky to have the trees that provide us oxygen and water and the food that we eat. And I think it's so important that we are grateful for the earth, for all the substance that she gives us, and she doesn't ask for anything in return. And I think it's really important that a lot of us, especially those of us that are awakening, that we start to see and acknowledge a lot of the harm that we've done, you know, with our society, consumerism, profitability, this need to have more and more and more, which is costing our planet. You know, we're taking more than we need. And I've been really in a place over the past couple of years where I've started questioning and looking back at like where I'm spending my money and how I'm contributing to that. And maybe I can't solve all the problems of the world, but I can start just by changing a few things in my life. Like, I've stopped shopping and buying as much as I used to, because I see that the fashion industry is just it's one of the most wasteful industries, you know. They're producing so much clothes for what? Like, and that's just one way I've been cutting back. You know, I don't need all these things, and our society has trained us to want more and more and more. But it's costing us the planet. It's costing us our home. I actually love this hike. It's quite steep. You can probably hear my voice. I'm like breathing quite heavily, and that's because the hike it's uphill, so it's a little bit challenging. Not crazy challenging, but it's definitely a steep mountain, but it's so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm so happy that I'm here and that I'm doing this hike, and it's such a beautiful day. It's not too hot, but I'm getting hot because I'm walking uphill. But but it's just so green. And I keep talking about the butterflies, but there's so many butterflies. I am in heaven. And it's just stunning. Like, if you're ever in Canberra, I highly encourage that you do this Mount Ainslie hike, because it's stunning. It's so beautiful, and there's not many people here, which is awesome. So I almost have the whole mountain to myself. That's how it feels, which I love. Just look at all of this. Oh my gosh, it's just, I feel so alive right now. Oh my god. Oh, wow. It's a big hike. I think I've gone a little bit off the trail. I don't know if this is a shortcut, but it's a difficult shortcut. It's very steep. Wow. But I've climbed so far, and I can see the top. I'm almost there, so I can't wait to show you beautiful views of Canberra. Wow. This is a great hike, guys. This is top quality. So I made it to the top of my hike. You can see the beautiful city below me. Yeah, so good, this hike. I loved it. It was very challenging, very steep. Beautiful, beautiful scenery, butterflies galore. Oh my god, I've never seen so many butterflies in my life. It was honestly a dream. So highly encourage this hike if you're ever in Canberra. Mount Ainslie, amazing. Mount Ainslie, it was amazing, so beautiful. And this is the view. You can see all of Canberra, the Parliament House. That's where our Prime Minister spends a lot of his time, and all the diplomats and politicians, they all come to Canberra. It's not the most exciting city in my opinion, but there is really beautiful pockets, which is here at Mount Ainslie. It's so beautiful. So I just finished my brunch, my late breakfast or lunch, whatever you want to call it, at East Row Specialty Coffee. Absolutely delicious, loved it. I got the avocado and poached eggs, which is so standard for me. Yeah, absolutely loved it. And now I'm gonna walk back towards the hotel. It's about a 30-minute walk. And I might go and even sit in a park if I find a nice park. Such a beautiful day. I still have like a couple of hours until I have to go to the airport, so I think I just want to make the most of this weather and beautiful Canberra. I really like it here. Like, I wouldn't live here, but I like visiting. There's a lot of trees, which I love. Like, I love trees, and there's a lot here. Beautiful. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you liked it, then make sure you give me a thumbs up, because that helps me grow my channel and it helps me to reach more people and to share my positive vibes, which is what I love to do. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions or anything else you want to know, then let me know in the comments below, because I do respond to all the comments. And until my next video, have a magical week. Mwah.